Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are here for episode 17, I believe. I might be wrong, but we're back for another episode of a Formula One 23 My Team Career Mode. We are at the Belgium Grand Prix this time around, which means that we got a sprint race here. So the video is going to be a little longer because we got the sprint race. So lots of racing content. Be sure to drop a like on the channel, or not a like on the channel, drop a like on the video, and to subscribe to the channel. We are at 290 subscribers, so let's get to 300, guys. If you're not subscribed, make sure to hit the subscribe button so we can get to 300 subscribers. But if you guys did not watch the last video, be sure to hit the link up top. Go watch that. We were at the home Grand Prix in Canada, and spoiler alert, we won our first race of the season, which is absolutely fantastic. It has been a horrid season this time around in the CRM7. We just have not had the car to put up good races, but we're finally starting to get some major upgrades in, and it's really starting to provide results for us as the season progresses here. We finished Q1 and we are in P12, but that is because for this race, we are setting a high downforce rear wing, so it's going to be a few clicks higher because the weather forecast is suggesting that the majority of the Grand Prix is going to be wet conditions. So we've done this before in F1 2021 or 22, where we had a pretty high downforce setup for Belgium in the wet weather, and it paid off, as I believe we won the race. I think that was F1 22. So we're going to try that again here. Hopefully it pays out. Now, I think because of that, we might suffer in qualifying and we might suffer in the sprint race, but I'm willing to sacrifice a few spots in order to, you know, finish preferably on the podium, or a win, I mean, in the Grand Prix. But in Q2 here, we seem to be doing not so great. We're in P16. Lando Norris just passes us for P15, and then he shoots up to the top, and we're down into P16. However, on our second flying lap here, we are improving by almost 0.5 of a second. Sector 2 and the start of Sector 3, I think, or the end of Sector 2. So really the whole of Sector 2 is where we are improving our lap time majorly. And then down the straights, obviously with the high rear wing, we're going to suffer down the straights, which kind of sucks because I think Spa is one of the most well-rounded tracks. There's a lot of straights, a lot of turns where you're going to need a lot of downforce. So the balance is key. We're taking a big risk here. So again, hopefully that pays off here. The purple Sector 2 really showing how much the downforce is doing for us. But at the end of Q2 here, we are going to improve our lap time by 1.5 seconds. We used a set of softs for the first lap, and we finish in P6. Yuki Tsunoda currently leading the session at the end of Q2. He beats out Carlos Sainz by 5/100ths of a second. So if we had a lower downforce wing, we might be up there with him, but it's great to see that Yuki Tsunoda is being able to, I guess, put out good performances in this car so far. We're going to see here how he does in Q3 after the first set of laps. He's up in the P5. I did say for most of the season that I feel like once we give Yuki a good car to race with, he is going to provide some good results for us in the long run. Now we are on our final flyer in Q3. Again, down the straights we are suffering, so not too much of an improvement. But as you can see here, through Sector 2 on the soft tires, actually never mind, we don't improve that much, but it should go up in just a moment or two. And we are trying here to get at least into the top 5. I mean, we got Bottas in front of us and we got Alex Albon in front of us, so those are two drivers we should be able to outperform. Going into this race, we do have the quickest car on the grid, so being able to outperform a Haas in the Alfa Romeo should be pretty simple, even with this high downforce setup that we have, preparing us for the wet weather race. 0.3 of a second through Sector 3, almost fly wide off the track there, and we are 0.5 up, so that is where we are getting most of our gains throughout the lap, through the bus stop chicane. Let's see where we finish here. Hopefully it's a good start because we're going to lose spots in the sprint race here. We're going to cross the line 5.7 improvement on that previous lap, and it's a P5, so we're in the top 5, which is great. Yuki Tsunoda, unfortunately, drops down to P6. We beat him out by just under a tenth of a second, but he probably will overtake us quickly in the sprint race. But let's get right into it, guys. Let's see what we can do here in Belgium. Hopefully this strategy pays off here. All right, the sound is coming through, I hope. It looks like it is. But we are here for the sprint race here in Belgium, starting in P5. We have a pretty good qualifying. We have to keep in mind, though, that we have the car set. We have the rear wing set a little higher because we're gambling that it is going to rain for the majority of the race, which should give us a pretty big advantage here. We got 2 CRMs starting back to back as Yuki Tsunoda starting right behind me. He's might be a little quicker. He's got a lower wing and he's starting on the soft tires, so it might not be super effective in the sprint, but I think possibly starting on the medium tires and having a higher rear wing, it's going to help us with tire wear throughout the duration of this race. So we might be a little bit slower to start, but hopefully with the long lap of Spa, the soft tire runners start to fall off, hopefully around halfway through the race. But we will see here as we get set for the sprint race. We're going to have that wet, what's it called? That wet race in the next session. And hopefully we can at least get on the podium. We're going to be starting P5 here. But I think the sprint here is going to affect where we start for the Grand Prix. It's like the 2021 rule set. So, or 2022, I think. It's 2023 where they changed it. Alright, but here we go for the Belgium sprint race. Hopefully we don't get caught in any sorts of disaster. Going into turn 1 here, we got 5 red lights. This race is underway, and we got a great start off the line. Almost jumping both Ferraris here. We're going to brake a little early. We almost hit George Russell, and I think we avoided Charles Leclerc on the outside there. But we jump up into P4. We're trailing the Ferrari now. Yuki Tsunoda also gets through. He's into P4. So he jumps 2 spots, or 1 spot. We jump 1 spot as well. Yuki Tsunoda might overtake us here. This is where the high downforce is really going to put us at a disadvantage. We're going to try our best, though, to keep up through the first and second sectors here, as we got, I think that's Charles Leclerc right behind us. And we are keeping up through the sector here. All right, Charles Leclerc. He's going to pass us now, so we're really slow down the straights. Really, really slow. Yuki Tsunoda is getting past us. We really need to just, I guess, wait out the other drivers here. Maybe we'll have a look into the bus stop chicane. Oh, crap. And who's that? Bottas going for a move around the bus stop chicane. We cannot let a Alfa Romeo pass us here. Could use a little bit of that battery. Get out in front. Hopefully we can stick within DRS range of Charles Leclerc. I think a little bit of space will help us through the slower sectors. And maybe we can close in on that gap there. We're outside of DRS range right now. Oh, God. Okay, maybe I set the wing a little too high here. We're suffering in the sprint race. We might lose out on the points. We're battling an Alfa Romeo for P6 right now. And we are slowly but surely falling behind Leclerc and Tsunoda as Bottas goes into, or tries to dive bomb down the bus stop chicane. And look at this, we're starting to form a little train here as they can't seem to pass me down the DRS zone. But Pierre Gasly in the Alpine might have a shot here. We're 2.6 seconds, so we're about 5/10 a lap slower than Leclerc and Tsunoda with that high downforce setup. And it's not seeming like it's worth it here, but I think in the actual race, that is where it's going to really help us, and that's where the big points are, so we're going to focus on that. Hopefully we can stay in the points here. We've got Lewis Hamilton now right behind us. He's going to be trying to go for a move here. Oh, God, we're wheel with the Mercedes. This is to save the points. Oh, we got a yellow out. I think Hamilton slipped up a little bit. We're going to brake later than him into the next corner. We're wheel to wheel, no contact. And we keep the spot, but now we're sitting duck here. Look at this. Look at this absolute terrain we are at the front of right now. Lewis Hamilton's going to fly by us. Valtteri Bottas might have a go at us as well. Oh, God. And Bottas. Oh, my God. He tried to cut across that corner. And now we are in a showdown with Lewis Hamilton on the second last lap of this race. We're going to have DRS. This DRS definitely does help us down at these straights here. Oh god, this is... I think I made it a little harder on myself than I intended. Oh my lord. Alex Albon in the Haas. Another dive bomb attempt down into the bus stop chicane. And we got to give him a little room to the inside here. Give us a wide exit. And we are on the last lap here. I don't know how much longer we can hold this spot for. We've already lost out to the points to Hamilton. I forgot who's in front of him. But we got Oscar Piastri who overtakes us to take P9. We're down into P10 now. Hopefully with the DRS and the battery left in the tank, we can get past Piastri and hold him off for half a lot more. But he is going to have something else to say about that. Oh my god, he almost clipped me in the rear, I think. But we got past him, still in P9, or get P9 back. Albon actually overtakes Piastri. No! Oscar Piastri is right behind us. We got 26% battery. We actually got it charged up quite a bit going into the bus stop chicane here. And it's actually going to help us keep this P9 spot. We're not going to get any points, though. Oh, we go deep into the corner. I think we had contact with someone. I think I locked up the rears. But we're going to cross the line here, hopefully. Oh, crap. Bottas. I think we might have let Bottas through by hitting Piastri there. P9. No penalty, though. Oh, man. Okay. We just have to remember we had high downforce, so everything's set up for the race here. Hopefully it pays off. Let's get right into it. All right, so we got the car set up for this wet race. We're going to see here if it pays off. Now, a downside of this high downforce setup is that we've lost a few spots in the sprint race. So we are originally supposed to start in P6 and then we finished P9, but I think Perez and Fernando Alonso possibly, they are serving engine penalties, so they're starting behind us and we move up 2 spots because of that. So we are going to be starting in P7 behind Lewis Hamilton, who passed us late in the race or midway through the race to kick us out of the points. I think it might have been Gasly as well, but we're going to see what we can do here in Belgium. We're coming off that win in Canada, so we're running pretty hot right now, and hopefully we can capitalize on that. I think we can maybe get a podium here. It depends how our pace is with this wing, how much of an advantage it gives us on the track. I've done this before in other games, and the downforce setup, or high downforce setup in Belgium in the wet seems to pay dividends usually. But there's only one way to find out, and it's going to be by finishing this race. Now, according to the weather forecast, it's supposed to stop raining just after the midway point of the race. So we got essentially 13 laps to get as big of a lead as possible on the drivers in front. We'll pass them and then get a lead before the dry conditions come out. And we saw what happens when it's a dry track. We are sitting ducks. So let's see. Hopefully we can get past these drivers quick. Hopefully we have a good start. And hopefully there's no safety cars. If there's a safety car, we are absolutely screwed. Which, now that I think about it, is pretty common in Belgium. But we can't change that now. Let's get right into the race here. Alright, here we go for the Belgium Grand Prix. In the wet weather, we got 5 red lights, and this race is underway, and we don't even get that great of a start. Lewis Hamilton goes to cover us off, going down into turn 1. See, maybe we could just sneak in here, and we have a little bit of contact with Charles Leclerc, but I think we got past Hamilton cleanly. Oh god. Alright, let's see what we can do through Eau Rouge. Gotta be careful here. I haven't raced here in a while. We're gonna take it nice and easy. Might affect us down the straight, but I have no sense of how much grip we have at the moment. See, where's Lewis? Oh god, Lewis already going for the move here. Down into turn 4. It seems like we have a lot of grip, a lot of traffic up front. There's 4 cars, 2 side by side, back to back, and Leclerc gets past Pierre Gasly. Oh god, can we fly wide? Lewis Hamilton might be trying to go for a move once again. Oh god. No, we need the rain to stay longer. Look at this, we're just catching up to the pack in front. And Mark is telling me now that the rain is starting to go away. We need the rain to stay here as long as possible. I thought I'd never say that, honestly. Because usually I hate driving in the wet, but we set up this car specifically for the wet weather. So we really need this rain to stay. Please don't go away, rain. Oh my god. Oh my god, I did not mean to do that, but we're going to overtake Pierre Gasly going down into turn 1. Oh my gosh, and we locked up there. We almost spun the car around. An accidental overtake. One of many this season, but I will take that. We're going to jump up into P5 now. So we're in P5, we're in the running. Pierre Gasly's fighting back here. We're using all the battery that we have. We're slow down the straights because of that high rear wing. But here is where we should come to life and keep the position here. We've got better positioning than Pierre Gasly as well. And we're up into P5. The track is starting to dry up. I think George Russell... Okay, thank God. We're going to stick with what we got for as long as we can. But George Russell just put up the fastest lap, so that could suggest that the track is drying up. We are falling behind here to Charles Leclerc, so we really need to get back in it. Oh, God. No. Okay, so we got to pit this lap here. I think we're going to be on the hard tires until the end of this race. And, it's not looking good. We didn't make too much progress. We're up into P5 now, so back where we were before the sprint race. Yuki Tsunoda's in the pits as well. So now we're going to have a double stack here. Hopefully Yuki Tsunoda is out and we don't have to wait. Let's see here. Come on. Okay, Yuki's out. Yuki's out. Can we gain any spots in the pit lane? No, he's not out. Oh, come on. No. Great. Oh my gosh. Bad end of a double stack. Why is my car not driving? 1.9 seconds. Yeah, and we're sitting duck. We are sitting duck. DRS hasn't even been activated. Oh no, DRS has been activated. What am I saying? But everyone goes on to the hard tires. Sergio Perez right up our ass for the final point in this race. I think a safety car would save us now. I know I said I didn't want one at the start of the race, but I kind of want one now. It's going to decrease the overall race time. And it's going to allow us to catch up to the pack in front. You get caught in that double stack. And I think we lost a place because of that. Maybe 2. We were behind Charles Leclerc. So yeah, I think we lost 2 places in the pits because of that double stack. I forgot that Yuki Tsunoda was in front of me. Maybe we should have stayed out another lap. Because Oscar Piastri now trying to make a move here. And we are going super wide. As we just don't have grip in the tires yet. Track is drying up though, so people are going to start bringing in some quick lap times here. Oh, what? No, our engine is smoking. Oh my gosh, how is our engine smoking? I haven't even heard anything from Mark. We have an 87% ICE. I swear to God I replaced that. I swear I replaced it. We got black smoke coming out of the engine. Oh, we're losing power, I think. Are we losing power? Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. We have contact with Sergio Perez. Oh my gosh, Mark, I need some updates here. Is it even worth finishing the race at this point now? We're going to fall out of the points. We're still keeping up with the pack, though. We're slowly falling back to Alonso and Sergio Perez. They're battling. It's keeping us in it. And then Oscar Piastri passes us cleanly in that McLaren. Maybe I should get a teammate status on Yuki. Where is he? He might be in P2 right now, honestly. P2 or P4? I see him there on the mini-map. One of the red dots. One is a Ferrari. One is going to be him. We will get a teammate status as soon as we're on a straight here. Let's get a teammate status on Yuki. Oh god, I forgot where it is. I see it. As we go through our routes, we're trying to multitask here. We cut across the track. Let's see what he's doing. We got DRS. Can we overtake Piastri? Oh, Yuki Tsunoda's leading the race! Yuki is leading the race right now. Come on, Yuki. Oh my god, I think we hit Piastri again. Yuki is in P1 right now. We could be looking at a win here. Back-to-back wins for Cyborg. Come on, Yuki. You know, usually you don't root for your teammate, but in a race like this, where we are absolutely screwed. We're not going to get a decent result here. We could maybe finish in the points. We're at 90% ICE. I don't think we're going to make it to the end of this race. We just got to the halfway point. Oh, man. I just hope Yuki wins this race. He can keep us in the Constructors race and put himself in the Drivers race. Yeah, it's over, ladies and gentlemen. This race is over. We're at 95%. We just dropped down to P12. And I don't think we're going to make it to the end of this race, honestly. Because it's going up by like 1% a lap. We got 5 laps left. Maybe we just crossed the line? No, it's at 96. What is going to happen? I think the car will just stop, honestly. But Mark hasn't even said anything. He's literally said nothing about the ICE. He's told us that the MGUH is, you know, experiencing issues or whatever. Because of the high wear. It's going to overheat, blah, blah, blah. But he has not said a single word about our ICE that is at 96%. Literally not a word. And the thing that sucks too is that the car feels so good today. I feel like we could have won this race, especially with Yuki Tsunoda currently leading this race. We really blew it. I think we really blew it. Maybe if we had a lower downforce, we would be in P1. But I'm not sure if that solves our current engine issue that we're having right now. I mean, it doesn't, but, you know, maybe luck of the draw. It changes something, and we don't have this high engine wear. So George Russell is retiring. We're going to move up 1 spot. But that's only going to put us in P11, so we need to get lucky here. And hopefully another driver just DNFs, just not Yuki Tsunoda. That's all I hope for. But Yuki looks like he's on his way to his first win here, unless... Oh, crap. Did a Ferrari overtake him? A Ferrari might have overtaken him. We're going to have teammate status on him once again. Teammate status. That's not going to work. Hold on. Okay, just put us out of our misery, please. Oh, really? Nothing about our engine, though. The dive bomb must have been Ocon? Nope, that is not going to happen. Alright, so we're down into P13 now. Yuki Tsunoda is the only good thing to come out of this race. He's on his way to his first win. Let's go, Yuki. Let's go. I said at the start of the season, if we can give him the proper car, he'd be able to put up good performances. And he is on his way here to his first win. I don't think we're going to make it to the end of this race. We're at 98% now. I'm kind of interested to see what happens at 100. Is it going to be instantaneous? The second we hit 100, the car engine just stops. Or if we have a little bit of extra time, and then the car engine stops. Ocon, Bottas battling out for P11. I don't think we're going to get too involved in this unless they collide. Nope, still 99. Is it just going to let us finish this race? I just want to see what happens. We're not on the point. Just put us out of our misery, please. Oh, it's at 100. It's at 100. Now what? We're at 100%. How is the engine still running at 100%? Can we get this P12 on the final lap of the race? Can we even finish this race? Let's see. We're about to find out here. I can't even see who's behind me. Mark still has nothing to say about this frickin' engine. We lock up into turn 1. I think that's our race over right there. We're not going to be able to catch him. Oh my gosh. Oh. No, still. This engine is still surviving somehow. It's still surviving. Gonna have DRS. Like, is there even a point to commentating here? We all know what's gonna happen in the next moment or two. I'd be really surprised. Oh, there it is.
Sorry, mate.
Oh!
That wasn't your fault. What happened was entirely out of your control there.
I literally hit the brakes and that's it. Terminal damage. We just spun out. The engine just shuts off. Oh my gosh. Okay, please tell me Yuki Tsunoda got the win. Please tell me Yuki Tsunoda got the win. Yeah, we gotta retire from the session. Terminal damage. Walk of shame into the garage. Or garage, I should say, if you're a UK viewer. Yuki, come on, Yuki. Yes, Yuki! Yes! Yuki Tsunoda takes the win here. Cyborg Racing has back-to-back wins. After a horrible start. Yes, Yuki, baby. Yuki Tsunoda with his first win in his career, actually. He makes the switch from AlphaTauri to Cyborg Racing. The move pays off. He gets his first win here. He also gets 3 points from the sprint race. I think he came P5, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe, P6. It'd be P6. And he finishes with 29 points, making him the points leader on the weekend. Us, on the other hand, we had an awful weekend. We went for a strategy gamble with the high downforce. It did not pay off in the sprint race because it was dry. And the forecast lied to us in the actual race. It said it was going to rain until maybe lap 12. And I think we went into pit around lap 6. So didn't really pay off. And then our engine blew up at the end. So just an awful weekend for us. Strategy gamble is on me. But even if we did have the right strategy, there's a high chance our engine still would have failed. So I'm not too mad. And with that win too, Yuki Tsunoda passes us in the Drivers' Championship. He's now in P8. Lando Norris leads by just 5 points. We got 3 races left. If we could win every race, we could definitely move up quite a few spots here. It's not that far off now that it seems like we have the car. These last 2 races, we've definitely been the quickest car. So now that we have the quickest car, maybe there's a chance we can shoot up the standings. Lando Norris would have to have a horrendous final 3 races if we were to pass him in the Drivers' Championship. And the Constructors, we are in P5, and there's a realistic chance we can pass Red Bull, I think. We're only 20 points back of them, or just under 20 points. Mercedes is a little bit far-fetched. We possibly could, Mercedes, they finished P3 and P7. If me and Yuki can finish on the podium in these last 3 races, then there's a high chance we can pass Mercedes and fulfill our contract obligations with our sponsor to get that bonus money at the end of the season. That is going to put us in a bad spot if we cannot get that. Now, we got 3,000 R&D points in the bank right now, and we are going to use that to get some upgrades. But the thing I'm worried about is if there are regulation changes. Yeah, we did change it. We definitely did change the ICE. We must have ran into an issue or something. Whatever. So we got the 4th engine now. Hopefully that lasts us until the end of the season. We got 3 races left. We're going to change the MGU-H. Put a new one on there. Turbocharger as well. And we'll take a new gearbox because we got 2 left over, so why not? Control electronics, 45% for the last 3 races. Let's give us the best car possible here in the final few races of the season here. We can use this MGU-K as kind of a practice one. We just have to remember to swap it out before qualifying. Now, I think we're going to get this front wing end plate. It's a major front downforce upgrade. We got Singapore up next, so if that comes in before Singapore, it's going to help us majorly on that track. We're not doing any rushed upgrades, like I said before. Then we got 1,500 left over. I'd like to get this diffuser redesigned, because that is rear downforce. And since we have Austin and Abu Dhabi in the 2 races after that, the rear downforce is going to help a lot. They're pretty, I guess, medium corner speed tracks. We could get some engine upgrades as well, but we're going to hold off here because I'm afraid there could be regulation changes, and we're going to have to start, I guess, storing some upgrades for it next season. And then I think we have to re-sign Yuki. We haven't done that yet, I think. It should be soon. No, still. Okay, so we're not re-signing Yuki. If the regulation changes come right at the end, I'm going to be very upset. We now drop down to the 4th fastest car. So we're just going up and down here. It's been a crazy season. The top 4 teams are neck and neck with each other. Hopefully when that upgrade comes in, it'll put us back up towards the top. So because there is no regulation changes so far, we're going to get this rear wing flap. Oh, no. Should I risk it? No. Wait, did I get the front wing? Oh, wait, hold on. We're looking at the wrong upgrade here. We want to get the rear. Okay, so we'll be ready for us for the US Grand Prix. It won't be super important for Singapore. So we're just going to get the standard, only 20% chance of failure. Aerodynamics are almost spec'd out too, so we're going to have to look for a facility upgrade later on, maybe after the next race. But we are going to sim through here. I don't think there's going to be any events or anything. We don't have to re-sign Yuki Tsunoda. So yeah, that is going to be it for this one, guys. Very, very unfortunate race. But if you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like on the channel. Or drop a like on the channel. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. We're at 290 subscribers. I'd like to get to 300. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, okay? And hit the notification bell as well, so you guys know when the next video comes out. It's been a pretty piss poor season, but entertaining nonetheless. So yeah, hopefully it goes better towards these last 3 races and into next season. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a great night, everyone.